Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com. Well, before we start, let me wish everyone out there a very happy Onam. Yes, it's Onam, which is a very famous festival celebrated entire part of Kerala. This is one festival where there is no religion, caste, or creed, but just celebrated by every Malayali out there in the world. So, wishing you all a very happy Onam, and let us get started with today's market podcast. So talking about the markets, yesterday the markets did bounce back, and in fact we could see the markets actually rising up, but then the entire sentiment was spoiled by the Reliance AGM. So of course we'll talk about a little later. So let us see what happened in the market. So yesterday we could see the market actually opening, even though the IT stocks dragged. We could see the markets overall doing well. In fact, at one point of time, markets had even crossed or went close to 19,350. But from there, by the time we could see the Reliance AGM starting at 2 p.m., and then we could see Reliance falling, and that entire positivity was lost. So, what happened in Reliance AGM? Well, people have been expecting the Geo retail and the Geo Telecom IPO announcement, which has not happened till date, which was an expectation. That was probably the only thing which actually gave disappointment to investors. But apart from that, AGM was actually good. So I mean, it's natural. Every company has their own plans. So they also Reliance also gave up their plans. In fact, they, have shared. In fact, they've actually spoken very positive, saying that investors can see Reliance growing and giving them returns much more than last 45 years in the next 10 years. So this was a line specific from the AGM. But of course, that these are all talks by most companies, but when people feel Reliance being such a big organization, until it probably splits, things may not be growing faster. So that was kind of something that probably the market did not, or took it with a pinch of salt, and that has led to a small fall. But then that is already settled. The fall, whatever has to be settled for Reliance, has already settled in the market yesterday. So not looking for further fall at this point of time. But then I'm glad that HDFC actually supported yesterday. HDFC Bank went up well, and that's why the markets have actually kind of stayed about 19,300. Otherwise, 19,300 would also have broken. So yesterday's savior for the day was of course HDFC Bank. Apart from that, if you look at the market in general, the markets have actually started seeing a positive trend globally. So if you see after Jackson Hole Symposium, so till the Jackson Hole Symposium, markets were falling in the US, but the day it was done, the markets have started rallying. In fact, yesterday also the US markets have closed in the green, and that is actually showing as of now. I'm shooting this a little early today, so right now we are just close to 7 a.m. and most markets have just started at 6:30. So as of now, things are looking positive in the Asian markets. Things can change by the time by 9 a.m. But then, of course, I am expecting markets to kind of open flat to slightly positive at this point of time. So that could be the expectation for now. Today, again, one important thing this entire week, because of the monthly expiry, the volatility can get to the peak, and today is a Fin-Nifty expiry. So things need to be watched, because today, what will happen on a Fin-Nifty expiry on HDFC? So that needs to be watched, and how the markets could kind of close today. So these are things to be on focus at this point of time. And yesterday, if you see, the institutionals have again, FIIs have continued to sell. They've sold for almost 1,300 crores. But then institutionals, DIIs have actually bought for almost 1,250, 1,060 crores. So that has actually kind of compensated. But then until FII buying resumes, Indian markets cannot see peak rally further. So that is also something which is going to hold back the market at this point of time. So these are points to be taken care of at this point of time. The markets till 31st being the monthly expiry, market would continue to be volatile. So kind of it's better to, new traders to kind of better stay away from the market at this point of time. And for others, it's kind of a point where we need to be having safe trades. So that's something about the market at this point of time. I think no other things to be talking about right now. We'll have a detailed discussion probably tomorrow morning, being a Wednesday. So Tuesdays are not a long podcast because of my regular meetings. So that's it for now. Let me celebrate Onam as well as my regular meeting weekly. Wishing you all again a happy Onam. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off until we catch up tomorrow. Goodbye. Have a great day.